Hello. Sitting here today watching Matt K0LWC and Alex W7 Hotel Union is still on. Yes. Can't hear Matt. Let's see if I can hear Alex. Can't hear neither one of those guys today on 20 meters. Make sure y'all can hear me, I guess. Got webcam audio is coming in. Yeah, computer can't watch another live stream. Angle this thing a little. Something's not working here. It's not on. There. Thank you, Tom. Like my cat control don't want to work. Big deal. Just won't show y'all the right frequency. I have to manually type everything in. always something with the live. Okay, well, let's start the program. So Tom, Alex, W7HU, W7 Hotel Uniform, he's also live, been live for a while this afternoon. Hey Todd, and Matt, K0LWC is also live, doing their Sunday thing. I like this new backdrop here. Something new I got yesterday. We'll play with that. Alright. This thing won't close. In that. Drag it. I don't know about looking professional. I just actually changed clothes. Decided I'd wear a different jacket today. A little warmer outside today. Got my big cup of coffee though. I went inside earlier and I was drinking a glass of cold tea. I came back out here, took a cold drink of that. Warm coffee. Scared me. Didn't know what it was. I forgot I had coffee. Got the right frequency on it now. This is the frequency that Alex is on. I can't hear Alex. I can't hardly hear anything. And Matt, I think he's LWC down on 258. Can't copy him either. Alright, so. Alright, we got our cat control back for now. So this is. I may just jump around and there's a lot of stations on 20. See, oh, I gotta fix this on the screen now. There y'all go. There you go. Let's see. That is not going up like it should. What's going on? Yeah, it's been a busy time on YouTube. I'm going to be lonely next week because I won't be out here much since I'm going back to work. And then we got Christmas. Thank you, Ty. Let's figure out why. Let's go studio mode so I can make adjustments to that. Y'all seeing the cluster here. Okay, y'all just haven't come down. Gotta add some more in the chat so y'all can see messages there. Hello, everyone. There we go. Now from that point forward, everybody's messages will show up on the screen there. New little layout. And I should also show y'all my new transition. Watch that logo come up there.
TI2 VVV, San Jose de Capital, Costa Rica, over. Tango India 2, Victoria, Victoria,
There we
Victoria,
are.
QDX. Bravo Zero Hotel, Alpha Bravo Zero Hotel, Alpha Bravo Zero Hotel team. My name is Victor, 59 in Costa Rica. Over.
Alright, where we at? 289. This is Tango, India 2, Victor, 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 Costa Rica. My log program says I should be able to hear him. But I can.
Okay, 73, Merry Christmas. Ciao, ciao. TI2 VVV, San Jose de Capital, Costa Rica, QDX.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Oh, that's some feedback somewhere.
November 1, Charlie Alpha again.
That contact.
Okay, November 1, Triple Charlie, November 1, Charlie, 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 November 1, Charlie, 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 Daniel. My name is
Oh.
Victor, 59 plus in Costa Rica.
I didn't have my headphones plugged in all the way. That's why I heard myself. Telling you.
Okay, okay, 59.
It's been a long week
73, good
on YouTube.
Thank you. Tango Italy 2, Victoria, 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 QDX.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Oh. That's his other radio on back here. Let's cut that off.
TI2 VVV, San Jose de Capital, Costa Rica, QDX.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Standby, please, standby. Tango Italy 2, Victoria, 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 QDX.
Well, who do you want to stand by? And then you call CQ.
Station kilowatt 4, only station kilowatt 4, try again,
Uh,
please. Alpha United Sierra, kilowatt 4, Alpha United Sierra, Jason, my name is Victor, 59 in Costa Rica, over.
see what 40 meters doing.
Kilowatt Charlie 2, Bravo Kilowatt, you're 59 plus 5 here in Florida. Back to you. Kilo Charlie 2, Bravo Kilowatt. Thank you so much for your call.
Free.
My name is Derek. Delta Echo Radio Kilowatt. Running a TS590. Antenna is 2-element Moxon, 32 meters high from the ground. Over. Yes, roger, roger.
So over here watching Alex and his stream on my phone.
FT990 and a buttered vertical antenna mounted on the ground. The handle here is Craig, Charlie Radio.
Lots of YouTube shows for sure. I'm trying to decide which ones I want to follow the most. What time on CW doing things around here? Tough tide. I don't have any suggestions for you.
Charlie Ocean Mike 73. 73.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Single whiskey only, 5 and 9.
I hate it when they don't call QRZ.
A5 Tango whiskey.
Try not to transmit unless they say QRZ.
November 0, Zay Tomorrow. 05 Hotel Tango Zulu. Headquarters Radio.
We'll have a file up and they're actually working the file up. Just a little confusing.
United Alpha 6. Okay, UA 6, Yankee November 5 and 9, thank you.
Not right in the way.
Whiskey
Over
5
here.
Golf Hotel. Ocean Mike.
Going down here. Yeah. Gotta do it right-handed. Here you go, Ty. Guess you can hear that. Now, if somebody comes back to me, I have no idea what they're saying. The call sign again. That's all I've learned, CQ and my call sign. Alright, we'll go back up. I've never tried CW on the live stream, so I assume that came through. I can hear Alex.
7 Echo Delta Charlie.
Todd, I have you may can see it on the small screen. I know you can't tell the details, but right here by my monitor, where my hand's at, that is a Morse code and NATO phonetic alphabet. It helps me with the letters, but it has no numbers or symbols on it, so kind of glance at that. But they say you need to not look at the code to learn it, but that's one thing I found myself messing up on. Look at that band scope, so I have to turn the band scope off, because on the band scope you can actually see the dots and hits and dies. Yeah, talking about Alex, I sent him an email and I said, hey, let's go ahead and try to do this thing. Oh, we can't do it today, and then next week I'm gonna be at work, so I sent him an email. We're gonna see if we can't do it somewhere between the day after Christmas, which would be a Saturday, and that following Wednesday, something between that time frame. If he ain't got anything going on, we're gonna bring him on and let him just casually talk about his trip over. He's looking forward to being able to do that, instead of actually being on the air running a QSO and keeping up with chat. He can sit back and tell it a little better, and then just chit chat. I hope he does, Todd. I mean, I don't blame him if he goes to one of the bigger channels, but I would love to get it here first and have it on the channel, so people can go back and watch it, or I can go back and watch it anytime. I hope he does. I hope he does get to tell it on some of the bigger channels, more popular ones, and because that just means more people will get to hear it. Of course, my channel right now has got a very limited reach. I think last I looked, we was at 72 subscribers, so that's great because of you guys, you Todd, posting that in Discord, and then of course on the 2.0 show when we was on the YouTubers bunch, Jason putting it out there for me. What's funny about the YouTubers bunch show is, I guess I wasn't paying attention or wasn't thinking when I emailed Jason about getting in on that show. Because I remember I thought it was kind of odd when he emailed me back and he said, what's your YouTube channel? I'm thinking, okay, this is it, you know. But I was still in the mindset of the 100 watts in the wire, where you just come in and say hello, this and that, don't matter who you are. I didn't realize that I wasn't thinking that his was about bringing other YouTubers on at one time on the stream, until after it already started, and I'm looking at the screen and I said, YouTubers bunch. These are all oh, okay, these are all YouTubers. So I got to step up to the plate now and stay serious with it, which I'm going to, and hope to only improve. Just takes a little bit at a time. I appreciate it, Ty. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to come into other people's channels and just act like, hey, come watch me or anything like that. I want people to be like I am on YouTube. I'm either going to watch it or I'm not. But go ahead and put the videos out there, because I may not like one of your videos. I may love the next one.
You are 5 and 7. 57, 5-7 on the last over.
There's some strong signals out there today.
Alpha,
40 meters is packed. Wow. I guess that's a Sunday afternoon for you.
Lima. I see again.
People at home, and
Alpha,
after church time, it's after lunch time, and
Hotel,
almost supper time in the East Coast.
You're very strong here, by the way. You're 5'9 plus plus. You're just booming in here. Very good, Herschel. Okay, guys, we have been joined by 8 Papa 6 Gulf United. Herschel on the island of Barbados with a big signal. Okay, stand by, Herschel. Maybe you'll get some calls. Let me make one more on the list, and then we'll open it up to the GX stations, and I want to see if Ida is on frequency also.
Yeah, Todd, you're right. And a lot of times, and I enjoy, I've just really enjoyed this. I've noticed a lot of the YouTube folks, the ham radio YouTubers, and I'm a little bit of a gamer myself, and so there's a few YouTube streamers that I follow that does online games and stuff, but one thing I noticed about both groups is that they each really, for the most part, they each try to help each other out. That's just awesome. That's, for one, that's the spirit of ham radio, is helping each other out, paying it forward when you can. And I've noticed that, like I said, on a totally different subject of YouTube channels, on some of these gamers, they will as well. They'll get in there on a game, and they'll find somebody that has a really small following on their channel, and they'll bring them in, not tell them anything about it, and all their fans are going and liking this person. It's cool. Yep. You gotta find your niche, and that's I promise that's what I'm gonna work on. I need to get something. I'd like to get a camera better than my cell phone to record videos on. These web cameras that I'm using for my live, I think they're okay for live. I've got a much better camera, a photography camera, that I plan on putting into use for a better picture on the live stream, but I've got to start recording content besides live, record something, put it out there. Lives are interesting, definitely interesting, but people also like to type in how to use, like last night, I'm typing in how to use a HeatKit IO-30. I have no clue what that is. And found some videos on it, and I learned how to do that on the screen, so I click that like button. Alex is busy looking at people's QRZ pages. Back over here to Matt. Matt's still live. Uh-oh, Matt's not live no more. Dang. I was hoping to get to say hey to him on the air, but I didn't get to. Ah, there's me. I'm live. Back to Alex. Alex is still on 319, is where I'm at, and you see this? Can't hear him. Cannot hear him at all. He's got an awesome new antenna, FIR, FIR, but I don't like it so much because I can't hear him like I do all the time. He's got to be pointed just right for me to hear him now. Hurts my feelings. Heathkit. It's a Heathkit laboratory oscilloscope, and the model number is IO-30, IO30, Heathkit IO30 laboratory oscilloscope. I have no clue on how to use an oscilloscope, but I did watch enough YouTube last night to learn how to make it do the squiggly lines on the little screen there. But this is a cool little piece of equipment. A friend of mine, another ham, lives in county north of me. He's been wanting to get this to me for a while. Why he chose me to give it to, I'm not sure, but I'm grateful that he trusted me in it. He didn't want to sell it off to anybody that, you know, or give it to anybody that would sell it off. He told me he felt comfortable that I would appreciate it and hold on to it. He told me a little bit about the story that it belonged to another ham up around his area that totally, I don't know if he had it when it was brand new or totally reconditioned it. I think it was, he had it new. It was still perfectly operating in really good shape. I think I found like one or two little nicks in the paint on the side. Other than that, the thing is museum quality. It actually scares me to have it. I didn't realize how big it is. It's actually hanging off the desk about an inch, inch and a half. So now and then, I don't know if you've seen this on 100 watts in the wire. The Collins 51J-2, I think it is. I've had that for quite a while. Over my phone so you can see it off this camera. But it's in really good shape for the front plate and stuff is in good shape. All the knobs are there. It will turn on. The tubes will glow orange, but it is extremely dirty. It takes a lot to it's gonna take a lot to clean it up, but I finally brought it over here so I could start rubbing on it some. And there's some capacitors. The bottom side of it is completely full capacitor, and there's one that went in smoke when I plugged it in. So I know everybody was, I've been told, don't just plug it in and turn it on. You need a variable power supply so you can ease the energy up to it in case something goes up in smoke. But I don't have one of those, so I just took the chance. It was a friend of mine I used to work with. He had bought a house, and he found that in the garage when he was cleaning it out. He called me because he knew I was a radio guy and he knew it looked like a radio. So he had me come over there and look at it. Told him what it was, and he said, "Would you give $30 for it?" I said, "I got 25 on me." He said, "That'll work." Gave him $25 and brought it home. Now it's just cool to have something that old to look at. Variable power supply to test them. Yeah, that's so they can ease the power instead of just shooting 120 volts straight into it. You know, back then when those was made, was 110 volts was what the line power was. Now it's 120, but either way. Like I've lost, thought I lost my cat control again.
Yeah, go after it, man. You're doing really good. I've been listening to you. I followed you on a couple around there, and you seem to be doing pretty good there. So, yeah, the name here is George.
About 15 meters. I heard a station earlier today. The guy that gave me His name's Richard, and the guy that sent me that oscilloscope also sent me home with a Yaesu FT840, FT840. So that's the first Yaesu HF rig I've ever had my hands on. It's got its little quirks. Sometimes the receive and transmit will go out on it, but for the 96% of the time, it's not night that's going all night, and that's just now hooked the 7300 back up to the HF antenna. But the Yaesu is what I was using last night when we was all on Alex's channel and making contact. So that little Yaesu made it to the Caribbeans, it made it to New York City, and it made it to Alex down in Florida. So I guess it did okay. I think you're the only one in here, Todd, in chat anyway. If there's anybody else, come on and say hey. Let me know you're here, because I don't have the chat's the only thing I have pulled up on my screen. So if you don't type in chat, I don't know y'all are here, guys and girls. But anyway, told you I got a very short memory. The boat anchors, you mentioned boat anchors. You know, the other night I was saving up for one. I got my 2-meter first. Hope getting to it. Okay, yeah. And I got my 2 meters first, and I kept the technician's license for 10 years. And when it was time to, and the thing, I kept the technician license for 10 years because I didn't have any radio friends that, well, done locally for a long time. And then some locals got licensed and or moved into the community and got to knowing them, and they got on HF. I stopped by K5 ARE, lives up the road from me. He let me sit down and get in front of his HF radio one day and made some contacts on third-party traffic. I was hooked then. So after 10 years of having a tech, I finally had the want to upgrade to General. And upgraded to General, found the Kenwood TS440 that's over here in the dark. That was my first HF rig, $400. Wife graciously let me go and meet a guy and got it. I used it for a while, several years. But the reason I went to extra, because I got tired of all the contacts I was missing in the extra portion of the band. And then when I wasn't paying attention, and the 2 or 3 times that I made a contact in the extra portion of the band, and I was just a general, on the honor system, I deleted that contact out of my logbook because it wasn't a legal contact. So just deleted the contact straight out of the logbook, and that really upset me. So studied for a week and went and got my extra. I totally skipped all the math problems because I sit there on YouTube and tried to follow along the tutorials on the math problems on the extra exam, and even following along with them, I could not figure it out. I am not a math guy. You go beyond a tape measure, I'm lost. Where is everybody at? I said, oh, I'm on 15 all by myself because I was going to call CQ, 15 meters, CQ 15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ. I'm located in the state of Mississippi. I'm looking for stations anywhere from anybody. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. I don't know if there'll be anybody else up here, but we'll try.
CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ.
Go for it,
Standing by.
Todd, on that extra. I'll tell you what I done. Of course, when I was studying for my general and my extra, I was a patrol deputy, so I could yeah, you lost me on the flag. I'm not. Oh, you're probably talking about this. I clicked on his. Let's see if it'll come back up. Got this in the screen now. Yeah, so that is. Come on, show me where it's at. I don't know where that's at. Oh, Costa Rica. That's Costa Rica. Costa Rica's flag. But back to studying for the test. So I was a patrol deputy. So in between calls, when I had time to just sit on the side of the road and see, when you see an officer sitting on the side of the road, he's not always just looking for traffic violations or somebody to harass. He may be studying for his ham radio license. So I was definitely doing that. I had an app on my phone where you took a practice test, and at the end of it, the ones you got wrong, you would go back over it. And anyway, that's what I used all the spare time that I had while I was working, and then at night when I was at home. And the app on my phone, that's what I got my general and my extra on, is using the app on my phone. I tell people it took me, I studied the app on my phone for 2 weeks and got my general, and then I studied it for a week on the extra, got it. But my technician license, I used a book, and I studied for 2 months. But yeah, ham study's a good one. That's a good one. And it does about the same way those apps were doing. But I tell people, I think the reason it takes so long, I tell them, I think your technician test is probably the hardest test you'll take, or the test you'll spend the most time studying, because if you're like me, I grew up around CB. My dad and some other people in the family were always on 11 meters, but outside of that, I never operated a radio myself, so I didn't know a whole lot about it. So I had to learn fresh everything when I studied my technician's license. Now 10 years down the road, I go for my general and then my extra. Well, I've already had 10 years of radio experience talking to people about generals, HF bands and this and that. So a lot of that stuff I had done kind of got familiar with on my own anyway through experience, so it wasn't as hard to study for those. CQ, 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 CQ 15 meters, CQ, 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 CQ 15, CQ, CQ. I am located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, the state of Mississippi, and I'm looking for stations anywhere. Calling CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Looking for a station on 15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Extra's a little more challenging, it is, but I made the decision to completely skip the math part, because like I said, I couldn't get it, and luckily I got a test that only had 2 math questions on it. I've been seeing on Facebook, on some of those, I think the ham radio page or something, that there's a few people that's gotten tests that had no math questions on the extra. So they didn't have to worry about getting them wrong. But I just, after I started making 85% and higher, maybe 90%, every time I took the extra exam on the practice test, I went and done it, and a little bit more intimidating because it's got more challenging stuff, but it's also got more questions to it. But it was okay. I've done it, got through it. So we're gonna get nothing on 15. So now I changed the screen up a little bit, Todd. Matt gave me an idea. K0LWC, seeing his how he had zoomed in on the some of the screens. And I think the most important thing for viewers like you that's watching the stream is to be able to clearly see what frequency I'm on, and then also, like right up here, you can see the call signs that I type in that I'm trying to listen for, trying to make contact with. I think that's more important than seeing the entire program, really. So I zoomed in on that stuff. On cat control. I've got to get a new computer. Takes a few clicks, but I finally get it.
Anyone else on frequency? K6 LR. Kilo 6 Papa
Alright, did Alex just go offline?
LR. San Diego.
Just went back over and it started buffering. He's got his headphones off, so I'm gonna say Alex done jumped off. Yep. Alex is gone. Could just use his frequency, couldn't I? Is the frequency in use K5YVY. Is the frequency occupied K5YVY. Look up over my coffee cup. Clear that call sign out before I accidentally log in. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ 20 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. I calling CQ, standing by. DX late night check-in. M0YKS. M0YKS, Todd, if you, that's another channel. If you haven't got him, he live streams a good bit. I haven't watched a whole lot of it to know exactly what the personality is there, but see that he's on 80 meters right now, but he's live. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. K5YVY. In Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Alex has a station and an awesome amp and antenna. Exactly. He's got it going on. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about that antenna, if he pointed right at me, I can't hear you. CQ20, CQ, 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 CQ 20 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ, 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 CQ. From the state of Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, standing by. See, I figured if I took Alex's frequency when he got done, all these people would still be listening. Maybe I could grab a contact. But vertical is about to get on my nerves. It's been a great antenna, and it is a good antenna for DX. I guess that's why they call it the Gap Titan DX. But when the band's not long and it's just mainly stateside, it's aggravating.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria Yankee, calling CQ.
What's
CQ,
up?
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Also tied M0XMX, M0 X-ray Mike X-ray, Mike 0 X-ray Mike X-ray. He had got a channel. Haven't checked out it completely yet, but he's on my subscribe list. Ham radio dude. Got a premiere coming up tomorrow. So does Jason 2.0. Still doing his best radio segments. What was I telling you? Mike 0 X-ray Mike X-ray, Mike 0 X-ray Mike X-ray, XMX, M0XMX. He was doing a DMR video earlier today, and I forget what that other one was I was showing you. I don't see him on here now. CQ20, CQ 20 meters. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. K5YVY calling CQ. CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, looking for any station anywhere, calling CQ, standing by. I figured there's not many channels you've missed, Todd. Was you on here? Surely you was. The other day when I was talking about I had that list of like a 3-page list, maybe longer. I'm getting twisted up of YouTube channels that actually Kyle put together. Hey, Jason, what's up, man? Jason, I was just telling Todd, Alex W7HU just got off of 14.319 running pile-ups, and I'm thinking, hey, he's off there, so I'm going to grab his frequency, and ain't got squat. Ain't got squat. What happens when you only have one antenna and it's made for DX? I don't know if anybody hears me or not. See some people on my 2-meter simplex. CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ. This is K5YVY. I'm located in Mississippi. Located in the state of Mississippi. And this is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, looking for any station anywhere, calling CQ. Listen, I had to go live today for a little bit because I actually didn't have the same plaid jacket on that I wear in everybody's live stream, including my own. I was sitting there thinking, hey, I've got a different shirt on today. I need to show people I do change clothes sometimes. At least once a week.
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee.
I was just telling Todd, when you get that video coming out for your next X brand. I seen that a while ago. X brand. What's the best brand radio? I guess that was the topic. And I was scrolling through there. Been enjoying your series. Always enjoyed your show, Jason. Your channel. Always had good content.
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee calling CQ. This is Kilo 5.
I apologize for bobbing my head and dancing around, but sound of CQ and noise floor, music to my ears. Alright. I'm not doing no good calling CQ. I could try a little longer, but Taiwan I don't have Taiwan in the log. But I'm not going to. Come on. 5 o'clock in the evening here and I'm still drinking coffee. I got to get a mini fridge for the shack. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. He's in there. I can hear him. But he's in the noise. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Saying 5 by 7. Yeah, he wasn't listening for me. I think, don't you do that once a month, Jason? The YouTubers bunch? I was asking when the next get together is. Hey, and if you're still smoking 8. I'm sorry. Every time I see your name pop up in a chat, I can't help but think this is the tip to tip segment. Golly. It's going to take years to get that out of our heads. Jesus, I don't even know. Oh yeah. So anyway, Jason, I was telling Todd when I asked you about getting in on your YouTubers bunch live stream, I wasn't even thinking about it being YouTubers bunch. Was not thinking about it. I was thinking of you were doing something like Christian was doing, just like a meet and greet thing. So I kind of apologize for being like, hey, pick me, let me in. It wasn't until after it started and I realized what the name of the show was, the YouTubers bunch. I was like, all these guys are YouTubers, and here I am just sitting over in the corner going, hey, how are y'all doing? I'm the new guy. I'm not a cool kid yet. But thank you for letting me in there and joining on the experience and meeting everybody. I'm not sure if I could thank you for letting me I don't remember if he was in there or not. Hey. But I know I watch you on Good Game stream a lot. No. Yeah, Good Game, I don't know exactly where he lives at, but it's less than an hour drive. He's just the county directly to my west, so he's real close. We'll have to go meet him sometime. I got another YouTuber that's he's that close to me. Let's see him. Gotta look over my coffee. Oh crap, what did I do? Clicked on something. Hit the squelch button. Alright. Marty, man, have you been sleeping all day? Did y'all have an earthquake over there? Talking about earthquake updates. It tells us we have earthquakes over here in Mississippi sometimes, but we never know. They just talk about it on the news. I guess that's good though. Alright. See just how far Good Game K5 ATA. See how far it is from me. Yeah, so Steve Good Game K5 ATA is only 39 miles away from my QTH. So Got to be able to meet up with him sometime, say hello. I got you. Well, good. Good that there wasn't no earthquake. What have you been doing, Marty? I mean, I haven't seen you on any of. I didn't see you on Alex's chat. I didn't see you on Matt's chat. I know you. I'm gonna leave you alone, Marty, about cooking. You actually done that the other night, so I'm gonna leave you alone about that. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry about the radio noise. I'm not even paying attention to radio. Watching y'all. So you get all your updates from Rosa when you get up. Y'all are a good team. Just clicking through the band, whatever pops up on the cluster. See if I can work them. See, I've worked this station before. What band was it? 10-meter band. Last year. Thank you, Todd. I started changing it up, and what was bad is I didn't save the original that I've been using. But once I started changing it up, I got to a point going that I didn't like it. And then I couldn't remember how to get everything back, so I just had to keep pushing forward till I finally got something that was okay. But gotta make sure I'm not getting in the way of my heat kit back here. Yeah, ain't that cool? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Just a little eye candy. Smoking Ape, I gotta get your name. Calling folks by their names, but if it's secret, it's okay. The rig that I'm running, I'll give you two guesses. It's not a Yaesu. So it's an ICOM 7300. Is my main rig. I have a back here. Y'all can't really see it because it's far away from the camera. Okay, we'll just call you Ape. All right. That's good because you know I need to see if you want it or not. But back here's my first HF rig that I ever got was a Kenwood TS440, and it's worked really good for me over the years. And then I don't know what camera, but this right here, I just acquired this yesterday on top of my 7300. It is a Yaesu FT840, and after I'd done some reading on it last night, it seems that the Yaesu FT840 in its time when it was released was a game changer as the 7300 was today. So I thought that was pretty cool, because that's Yaesu took some features out of their high-end model, put it in a class of affordability like ICOM did with the 7300. Hey John, welcome to the stream. Mostly me just ratting off the mouth, talking to y'all in chat. The antenna that I've got, since you asked about the radio, might as well tell you what antenna. There you go, there it is. The antenna is a Gap Titan DX vertical. Gap Titan DX vertical. Base of it's about 8 feet off the ground as the manufacturer recommends. And it's supposed to be a no tune, no radio. It has a counterpoise at the bottom, so it doesn't need any radios, which I like. I didn't have to put out a bunch of wire everywhere. But it's done pretty good for me. It's got such a low takeoff angle. Got such a low takeoff angle. I really need to. I've got 500 foot of wire, and I need to add some more to that if I'm going to do a 160 meter loop. But I haven't decided if I'm going to do a 160 meter loop or a 80 meter loop. Probably will go with the 80 meter loop, but I really want to work some 160. I've never had a contactor on 160. Excuse me. Choking on a bug. Good evening, North Country Ham. Awesome to hear you was raised in Tupelo, John. That's very close to me, as you know, I guess. I'm located in New Albany, Mississippi. So we're in between Memphis and Tupelo. Oh, I shaved my cheeks and cut the hair off my lip a little bit, so I quit getting so much food in my stash there. Looks like I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so I figured I'd tidy up a little bit. We're just gonna have to write me up on this stuff, though. I don't like the way my chin looks, so I just keep it covered up. Good deal. Where you at now, John? Plus, I need to look you up. And if my radio, guys, if the radio audio is too loud, I think I got it turned down, but too loud to hear me better, just let me know. Oklahoma. We had almost took a trip to Oklahoma. We like to sometimes, when the finances are available, we like to just pick a random spot to take the kids to. So the last time we done that, we looked around the house and found an address on a Jelly Belly pack and found out that the Jelly Belly plant in Wisconsin gives free tours. So we went to Wisconsin and took a free tour of the Jelly Belly plant. That was interesting. Not as interesting as the Anheuser-Busch tour that me and the wife took in St. Louis. I kind of like that one better. Microphone's in the way. Mouthful of coffee when she said QRZ. That'll be a hard copy. Thanks, Marty. On the audio check. Yeah, Marty, I'm going to work tomorrow, so you will not see me on the stream. I probably won't be streaming this week because we got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'll be at work. And of course, unless I get on Thursday, because that's Christmas Eve, and I'll be off. What? Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. So, anyway, yeah. We'll get to sleep a little bit, Marty. And Todd. I don't know about Todd. Yeah, California's locked down. Plan to eat big. We canceled our Christmas dinner. They still wanted to do it, and I wasn't really into it. But they was making plans to be spread out and wearing gloves when you fix your plate, hand sanitizer, all this. But one of the new fiancés in the family just tested positive yesterday. So we all just said, you know, let's stay at home. We ain't stay home this year so we can have many more, hopefully, coming up. URM's been a something for everybody today. Todd, the 8 says that he's got off-center fed dipole. Got something you want to reference to the 8? The 8. Yeah. Oh, now he calls QRZ. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. There you go, John. Nothing wrong with cooking a nice steak, especially all for yourself. I don't get much steak here because me and my wife and 4 kids, so between the 6 of us, the bill adds up. But I hear a lot of people like them. All center fed dipoles seem to be pretty popular. I've never dealt with one, so. Come on. Day 73, come on. Get out of there, come on. That's great. That's great. Yeah, John, I'm really surprised. Noise floor is pretty good. I run my radios, my 2 meters and my HFs off of batteries. I've got a maintainer, battery maintainer that stays on those batteries to keep them topped off. But even when I was running power supplies, it wasn't that bad. But I think that probably had a little something to do with the noise floor. It went down a little bit. And I went to just batteries, just a little bit. The computer, that's the only noise I really get. And computer noise really only shows up, hey Andy, how you doing? Computer noise, I guess from the power supply, only shows up on 15 meters, so I'm pretty lucky on that, but the local guys around here, they get out, they make contacts a lot better than I do. Kind of in a hole. 4-to-1 battle. That's what, I'm finna order one of those. I wanted a 4-to-1 current battle that was rated for 1.3 to 6 meters. Man, they want like 90 to 100 bucks for those, so I think I'm gonna start out with that MFJ 913. It's 40 bucks, so which I guess I could always make my own, but making my own 4-to-1 would make great content for a YouTube channel, wouldn't it, guys? No idea what he's saying. This one catches Japan coming in. Turn the preamp on a little bit. what am I doing with the battling? I'm putting up either I've got a 500-foot spool of 14 gauge stranded wire sitting in the floor over here, still wrapped up in the plastic. And I plan to let it live its life as a loop antenna. And don't do no good to put it up until I get a battling, because then I'll screw something up trying to hook it up, because I can't wait on my battling. So I'm going to wait on the battling and then put it up. I'm probably going to do an 80-meter loop. Around here that put up 80-meter loop antenna like that, about 25-30 feet off the ground, and they both also have X-beams, and they say if they would have put that 80-meter wire loop antenna up, they would have never bought the hex beam if they'd have put that up before they got the hex beam, which they probably would have, because they wouldn't realize that the loop performed as well as the hex beam. I don't know, of course the hex beam you get directional, it's a pointed, but they say they can work everything off that wire that they can that hex beam. So. God, I will try my best, man. I'm telling you, that's I don't know, the 8 Jason 2.0. Some of you guys, maybe y'all need to put on how to be a content creator 101, because what I forget all the time, I'll start a project, I'll take pictures of it, and then I'll finish it and realize I forgot to record anything on video. But I'll try for you, Ty. Nothing on 17 meters.
You from tell him, go, oh, you're going to be back 27th. You'll be back on the 27th.
Yeah, that's what it is. 8. Just
But anyway,
you know, right now I'm just going to be running barefoot. I don't have any amplifiers. Theo, what's up, man? Start making me blush, man.
Well, I want to get my next
All you fellas coming in here, saying hello. Comes the youngin. I'm streaming now, so no big games. She messed me up. I got big celebrities in my chat.
And Ken, except when he's doing CWT, and Billy Boy, and well,
I appreciate that, Abe. There's been a lot of, I feel like a lot of growth in the last couple weeks. To go back and look at my channel, it was just kind of this and that here and there, kind of getting in the groove of it. Then I got Marty and Todd and Rosa and Alex and you guys and all that come in and show some support and stuff, and that makes a big difference. I was telling Todd and them earlier, one thing I've really noticed about not only there's Alex, hello Alex, what I've noticed about YouTubers on ham radio, and even I like to do like gaming too, so there's a few gamers that I follow on YouTube, and I sit there and watch them do the same thing that you guys are doing on ham radio. You're paying it forward and helping other folks out when you can. That's just, can't ask for folks to be better than that. Just finished eating. Alex, let me tell you, I went back to your live stream on my phone and it started buffering. I noticed you had your headphones off, so you had just cut your stream off. So what I done is I jumped over there on your frequency and tried to call CQ, and nobody interested in me. Alex left, they all left.
The stations from Indonesia are almost as loud as everybody stateside.
240. Call CQ again. Put it out there again, come on. Who are you? I'll try you.
hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ.
This will be a rag chewer.
Here is Whiskey Alpha 9, Sierra Uniform Golf, WA9 SUJ.
CQ. Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ. WA9SUG Whiskey.
Temporarily offline, TO.
Uniform
Your username used to confuse me when I first seen it. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee when I first seen it in chat. So I was like,
Boy, I heard Kilo 5 Yankee question mark. I'm sorry. You're right at the noise level there.
I kept thinking it was a YouTube thing
See if I can pull you through. Go
telling
ahead.
me something about being offline.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Okay, Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. WA9SCG. Name is Al, America, London. And we're located in Sun City, West Arizona. Here for the winter and enjoying it very much. And
Arizona for the winter.
thanks for coming back to the call. Again, the name is Al. And signal strength isn't too great, but we're pulling you out. So let's try again. Kilowatt 5 Yankee Victor Yankee WA9SUG.
Yeah, Al, thank you. Name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, and we're located in Mississippi. Mike Sierra, the state of Mississippi. We got you peaking at a 5.6 at S6, so you're a 5.6 at the peak on me, but we do have a lot of band fading. And QSL on being in Arizona for the winter, but your signal overall when it's peaking is sounding great here into Mississippi. Go ahead.
Okay, Joe, real good. Well, we're running about 200 watts here. We're running an ICOM 7700.
I'm on 14,240.
7700. And the antenna is a vertical. The antenna is a high gain AV680 vertical. Nothing too elaborate, but seems to do okay for us here. And our home QTH is back near Chicago, Skokie, Illinois. Skokie, Illinois is the home QTH. And this is our 5th year coming down to Sun City West for the winter. Just have to escape that crazy Chicago weather, if you know what I mean, Joe. So, real good. I wonder what kind of equipment you're running there. You're doing. I adjusted some of the filters here and pulled you up a little bit better. And 5.7 is your report there, my friend. So back to you. Kilowatt 5 Victor Yankee WA9 SUG.
QSO, Al, QSL. Yeah, here we are running an ICOM 7300, just 100 watts out to a Gap Titan DX vertical. A Gap Titan DX vertical, which is just, the base is just 8 feet off the ground per the manufacturer recommendation. And so it does okay on some signals and it doesn't do squat on others, but it just depends on how the signal bouncing. But that's the equipment, an ICOM 7300, 100 watts, and a Gap Titan DX vertical. Also, we're using YouTube Live. If you go to YouTube and type in my call sign, Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, or K5YVY, you can you'll be able to play back and listen to your signal the way I received it here, and you'll notice some of the band fading and stuff, but you'll notice that I have no problem hearing you 98% of the time. So we'll turn it back over to you. WA9 SUG is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee.
Okay, Joe, real good. Well, you know something? I don't have the computer turned on, actually. I have a computer sitting right next to me. It's really, I don't know. I can't do anything real quick anymore. Anything anymore.
Don't you love when you can't hear the side of the conversation you want to hear?
Password in.
Appreciate you listening though, Tio.
You gotta go to that. Anyway, I'll try it. But anyway, real good. I haven't
Marty.
done any of that stuff.
They ain't got to give no shout out. I ain't no big celebrity. I just appreciate them coming in and saying hello.
I do use the QRZ.com logging system, but that's about as far as I go with the computer. So anyway, real good. Well, that's, you know, I should.
Marty, I got on to Alex the other day when he come into the Zoom. I said, are you going to be like Marty and say it's 63 and cold? He said, oh, it's 67 here in cold.
7300 is doing a great job for sure. And
All right, T.O.
Decided,
I'll do that.
back home in Illinois, we run a hex team, and I have a
And my
small
son's
tower
playing
at the roof
games,
of the
so
house, and,
I hope that my
down
video is
here
still
we
doing
decided
okay.
the vertical is the
If I
best
start
way
getting
to
choppy,
go,
y'all let me
so,
know.
that's what we're doing, and that's the story. So enjoying the weather here for sure. Temperature right now is about
Yeah, it was a little warmer
57
today,
degrees
T.O. here in
outside.
Mississippi. It got up to
Beautiful.
40s, maybe low 50s, but
The,
it's been in the 30s all week.
warmer than what it is back in Illinois, so we
The
definitely
T.O. I was
enjoy
streaming the other day, having a good time. He come in here and
very good. Well,
turned Call of Duty on the gaming computer, and the internet bandwidth just went to crap.
try and find YouTube there. I brought a computer here from Illinois. I brought it to the XYL, and didn't do much of anything for her, so I brought it here for my QRZ.com stuff, and it's really working too
I cut a tree down the other day, T.O. I've been burning it and limbs and stuff all week. I can do 40 meters. We can try that in a little bit.
We have to change computers here at some point in time, but anyway, that's the
I
story.
hear you,
So,
Ty.
Say 73, wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you and your family, and stay well and stay healthy, and we'll look forward to another contact a little bit further down the launch show. K5, YVY, WA9, SUG, 73, my friend.
Hey, WA9 SUG K5YVY returning. That sounds great, man, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas too as well. But one good thing about the YouTube live video, even if you find it later on and get on there and it's not live anymore, you can always kind of skip around the video through the timeline and try to find the contact, and you'll be able to hear your signal there. I know it was always pretty interesting for me to be able to do, so now we got that set up to try to let somebody else do it. And if you do find the video, you'll probably hear me talking in the video. There's several people in the chat room that I'm also talking to, so don't get confused by that. But your signal done good. There was some fading, so we'll go ahead and let you start calling CQ again. You can let me know when you're final if you're going to stay on this frequency for a while. I'll go ahead and put you on the DX cluster to let people know that you're here, and maybe you can grab some more stations. So Al, appreciate the contact, and thank you for coming back to me. Whiskey Alpha 9, Sugar Uniform Golf. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee 73.
Roger that, Joe. 73, have a happy holiday, and we'll look for you again. WA9 SUG will be off and clear. Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, we got that one logged. All right, Ty, let's thank you. Yeah, he's not playing any heavy duty games. Alex, I noticed that just the other day in one of your videos, I think you had your headphones set down, or maybe you just turned your head right. And I said, hey, look at there. Alex is using the Yamaha CM500 as well. That Gap Titan is expensive, and if I had to pay for it, I probably would never have one. There's a little bit of a sentimental value to that one. Turn this thing down on my end, I guess, but so I'm not screaming at y'all. But the way I got that Gap Titan is when I was on patrol. I always kept a lookout for people that had towers and just, look at what kind of antennas they had and stuff. And then there was one house that every time I passed by, I noticed an antenna in the backyard. And I usually know about all the operators that's here local, or know of them. And when I seen that antenna in the backyard, I said, well, there ain't but one thing that antenna can be for. That's got to be an HF antenna. So one day I was driving by and I seen them sitting out on the porch or the carport, and I just pulled in and said hello. Well, turns to find out I knew the guy from years ago, knew of him, and we started catching up on old times and stuff like that. And anyway, to cut the story a little bit short, he was starting to get rid of a lot of his ham equipment because he couldn't hear anymore. So it was hard for him to hear, to operate, and so he started giving some of that stuff away. And after I visited, the next day his wife calls and he said, his wife said, hey, Bill was his name, Bill Towner. And he said, Bill wants you to come back over here and visit with him if you got a chance. I said, okay, I'll swing by. So I went by and he told me, said, Bill wants to give you that antenna back there. And
Good to hear you.
so anyway, I try to refuse it. I don't like just being given stuff unless you insist. You know, I'm not just going to say, hey, will you give me that, you know? But so anyway, that's long story short. I got the antenna from him. He talked me into it. Took it home. That was his wish. And then he got put in a nursing home, went silent key just a very short time after that. And a few days before he died, he said, man, I want you, well, I couldn't understand him. He couldn't even talk. Yeah, when 4i comes, what I'm using. But anyway, he passed down a lot of stuff, and a lot of the stuff I do have is from looking in when I would go out on a call or something like that. I always looked at the tree line around people's yards and stuff, because the stuff that they don't really want or is in their way, they always have it pushed to the edge of the property, you know. So I've got some extra towers, extra antennas, and I got a HF beam out of a scrap pile that's in good condition. It just is straight. I'm saying that. I'm sure the traps need reworking and stuff. See, I know I need to do 188. I'm sorry, I went way. Okay, I am now at 7.188. Is the frequency in use K5YVY. Is the frequency occupied K5YVY. Wait, that was his wish. His wife told me, so he wanted to pass this stuff down to a younger ham that would get use out of it. He didn't want somebody to get a hold of it that would just take it to a ham fest and sell it off, or he didn't want his kids getting a hold of it because none of them were interested. He knew it would just end up in the dumpster, so. Can't hear me on 40 either. Well, what else you want to try? I have 80 through 6 meters, man. Only thing I can't do is 160. Yeah, I thought I heard a voice in the noise, but I couldn't. K5YVY, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. That's you, K7? I got a Kilo 7. Noise got you. I couldn't copy the rest. Kilo 7? Kilo 7 station. Kilo 7. It was there and then it's gone. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. Probably somebody tell me to get the heck off the frequency. Now he's off frequency. What state are you in, T.O.? Tell you where I have my best luck working that state. Oh, you're good on 162. Yeah. I don't think I have anything logged on 160. Wisconsin, let's see. I haven't worked a lot of Wisconsin. I have worked it. I wish I could just type in my logger, Wisconsin, and it should bring up all the contacts. Breaker. Is that the channel 19? Maybe we'll have better luck on GMRS 8. Yeah, I'm familiar where Wisconsin's at. I can't remember. I don't think I've worked enough stations in Wisconsin to know what band and what time of the day I usually get them on. Do y'all think I don't pay attention in what y'all saying in these other streams? I like the, what was that called? Cahoots? I like that. That was my first time to try that on Kyle's stream the other night. Wanted to make sure, I was sitting outside by the fire trying to switch between YouTube and Kahoot's website, and then I figured out that there's an app, but I was still having to switch back and forth, and that was knocking me out on my time clicking the right answer. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready next time. I'll have the cell phone set up, waiting for the colored boxes to come up and the computer running, listening to the stream. So, alright, 17 meters is wide open to me. I ain't got no signals on 17. Is the frequency in use K5YVY 18130. Got K7 off the screen. Is the frequency occupied? This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. In the background, Gran, and welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for getting in the chat. The background, you're almost right. Got the brand right. It is a Kenwood TS440. Kenwood TS440. Served me well for many years and still operational. I just don't have a good antenna hooked up to it. I just got a little mobile antenna hooked to it right now so I can receive. Got my Heathkit oscilloscope, and back here I have a Collins 51J-2. Anyway, little cleaning up projects. The oscilloscope. Oh, I didn't hear nothing, T.O. Thank you. I got the Collins for $25 from a friend that bought a house cleaning out a garage. And the oscilloscope was just given to me yesterday afternoon by a local friend. Figured out how to make it do the little waveform there and stuff. Got this that rotate the vertical. Oh, keep talking to T.O. Hey, some verticals can rotate. We was talking about somebody in the chat the other night was talking about putting together a J-pole for 2 meters. I told them just be aware that a J-pole is, although it's a vertical, it is slightly directional. 21280. I'll let all go. 21280 is the frequency in use. K5YVY. Inverted vertical. I can see right now Ape is a guy, but it's going to be hard to take anywhere. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, this is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee K5YVY. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ on 21280 and standing by. Imagine higher up in the bands we go, and if we can't hear nothing on the ones we've tried, I'm sure probably gonna have no luck nowhere else. I'm at 24940 is the frequency in use, K5YVY. Almost 6 o'clock here. Let me check my inside camera, see if my wife's not cooking supper without me. we kind of share those duties. He usually ain't gonna start if I ain't in there. $27,205. No. It's 27,185. 27,185. Roger, Roger. Oh me. Channel 19 is 27,185. Get it right, 8. I do learn some of my 11 meter frequencies because of when my great uncles were alive. Couldn't talk them into ham, but they were lifelong 11 meters. So I would have to know the frequency so I could tune in and listen to them. And I would use that TS440. It was open transmit, so I would use it to say hello to them sometimes on 11 meters. AMO 1197 CV license. I don't know what my great uncle's was. 28,350. I'm sorry, I'm not paying. I got distracted. See, now I'm going the wrong way again. This is the frequency in use, K5YVY. CQ 10 meter, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY on 10 meters. Calling CQ. I mean, we still got, I mean, it's 6 meters. We got 6 meters. Do you not have 6 meters? Then after that, we got to go to 2 meters. Oh, I gotta swap the antenna for 6 meters. A little noisy. Don't want to test online. This is the frequency in use, K5YVY. CQ 6 meters, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, Echo Mike 54, Echo Mike 54, looking for CQs, any stations, anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, standing by. Now if somebody came back to me right now on 6 meters, I'd fall out of my chair. I'll tell you what I could do, T.O. 8 watts and UV5R. I could point my 2 meter beam to Wisconsin. I could turn on my 300 watt amp. And then I could pray that there was some propagation blankets floating that away. Is the magic begun band? Magic band, that John, you were right. Nothing shocked, I tell you, T.O. What's going on? Ape, are you jamming all the radio frequencies? You know Ape's got something to do with it. You know, actually talking about 2 meters in my amp, you're in Kentucky. I might be able to shoot a signal on 2 meters up there to you. I think Kansas is as far as I've got. Gotta get this big coffee cup out of the way. I can't see my taskbar. God, we can make the connection. It's just sometimes you just have to wait on the propagation boards to approve. It's like waiting for a permit sometimes. Well, now what? What? Is Jason even still in here? He must be working on content. He's not chatting very much. Yeah, there he is. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you are chatting. I just had the hammer and the pig up there. I wasn't paying attention to the username. I'm sorry. My apologies. DX Commander. Isn't there a YouTube channel just for DX Commander? Shouldn't he be doing it? When he was gone. Almost.
And using an amp linear at about a kilowatt. So,
Morocco. Can't hear you, Morocco. I hear him calling CQDX. And my logger says I should be able to hear him 66%. Sure can hear everybody else calling him. 12 days of Christmas. Yeah, where you at? Been a year since I worked you. Already gone, already gone. There's Mexico on 10 meters. I wish I could get Mexico on 10 meters right now. $14,260.
yeah, very fine there, Ralph. Thank you for the contact this afternoon. Got you there in Arizona, and you're coming in about a 5 and 5 here on the island of Hawaii. The name here is Echo Delta. We're running a 7300 up to a 6-element beam, about 80 linear to kilowatt. Over.
And I'm only getting like an S2 on him. I don't know where it's at. Yeah. I got an S2 on him, so. Jason's gonna make a video and release it tomorrow showing just exactly where his DX Commander's at.
Sounds like it's doing a really good job. Nice audio, clean, and
Yeah, I can't hear who he's talking to either. I guess you can figure that out, can't you?
I appreciate the contact.
I forget you're listening to what I'm listening to.
5 and 5, so conditions aren't quite open
He sounds a lot better with both
yet, but
headphones
will
on.
be in the next couple hours. So with that, I'll say 73 to you and aloha from Hawaii. WB7UOF, WA6QDQ.
Oh, I even showed my entire shack on live. I mean, Jason ain't showed the mess outside of the video frame yet.
Okay, well, thanks again, 73, and have a great holiday.
Thought he disappeared.
WA6QDQ, stroke King Henry 6, QRZ.
Oh, he tricked me. He's portable in Hawaii. Stroke.
Come on back. Very fine. I knew I heard your voice in there. Very, very fine. Appreciate the contact. Yeah, there's a lot of people on today. And conditions are quite open here yet.
Theo, what's your call sign?
Your last transmission, I'll give you a double check when you come on back. Over.
Okay. Go ahead and get your email before I forget about it. Or it could just be temporarily offline at gmail.com. About as simple as you can get. I knew I didn't spell that right.
Yeah, very fine. Well, I appreciate the contact. It's always nice to talk with you too. Your last transmission there, you're a 5 and 9, so no problem on the copy. You're coming in very nice signal to Kauai. So very, very fine. I hope you guys have a great holiday out there and stay safe. I know the whole West Coast is having a big issue along with other states, but so definitely try to
He,
in this holiday period.
he's doing stroke King Henry VI, so I didn't catch his call sign. I thought he was saying the call sign of the other guy, and then he said stroke King Henry VI. So he's portable. Kyle, what's up? What? The Cahoots King. Kyle, have you got a tip-to-tip pre-show coming up?
When it's Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, Roger, Roger. I know Woodbridge very well. Did a lot of dealings in retail shopping center there.
Jonathan's telling me to buy another DLC.
Where the Reagan Library and all that, and then moving into, I guess you call it Olson Road there. It's been a while, but yeah, no, I'm very familiar. Over.
This is like a car. Fire, 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 fire.
Not my show. We'll see how far YouTube shuts down that show down.
Once you arrive, we'll find you.
How much people after that
Well, I appreciate the call, and I'm sure we'll touch base again next year. Have a great holiday, and
Theo, I can't stand that.
KN6GPR, WA6QDQ.
I still missed it. But it is a W question mark 6 Quebec David.
ready to go do some
Yeah. I'd much rather for the station calling call QRZ. 'Cause sometimes you can't tell. They may still be in QSO with somebody else.
Very clean audio, by the way, and sounds really good. We're running a Recon 7300 to a 6-element beam up about 80 feet, and we're using an amp linear at about a kilowatt. Over. Oh, 6-element beam and a kilowatt. That would explain the signal. Okay. All here. Running a similar radio, 7610, and about a kilowatt as well, but 3-element beam at about 50 feet. So yeah, down
Yeah, I can hear that other station pretty good.
Pretty typical for this time of year since we're in our winter season, which will last until about April or May. So that's pretty standard for the on.
Yeah, y'all, if somebody else has started a stream, y'all feel free. No obligations here.
W6STB,
I haven't been paying attention. Yep. Red is live, 19 watching. Go over here on the phone and go to the like button.
Please not abuse the internet.
Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Kilo.
The calling name Zanzibar, Zanzibar. This thing must not be working.
Only a few people's radios are working tonight. Fella's all upset. Well, hey, majority votes. We now go jump in Red's chat. 6 o'clock here. I got him pulled up on the phone. There's Todd. He jumped over there. I appreciate everybody coming in. Let's go over. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down, I guess, and not having much luck on the radio either. So chat's always where it's at. So anybody that hadn't jumped over to Red's channel yet, go. And if you're looking for it, his channel is Red Summit RF. Red Summit, like a mountain summit. Red Summit RF. And I'll go check out his station. His video. He's got some guests on tonight, and it looks like it's gonna be a good stream. So we're gonna go over there and look at it. Yeah, man, T.O., thanks for trying. We'll have to get it on another one. Ape, have a good one, man. Trying to see how many of y'all is already in his chat. So. Marty, all right, man. Yep, see you on Red's chat. We'll go cause havoc over there and see if we can't distract them. Make them lose their train of thought. Summits that we've done that way, so as a snowmobile. Y'all have a good one.
I got the car.